These students are ready. Are you ready? It's Big Monday here at the Bramlage Coliseum. The crowd is going crazy, and you know why? Because the Royals are up, and you can bet that it is October, baby. And I'm at a place of some Wildcats that know how to win this time of the year. And of course, I'm talking about the Hayden High School Wildcats. However, as one door closes, another door opens, and the future is bright here for everyone involved in the program. It was frigid temperatures, but you know what? It was all worth it. The Chiefs beat the Raiders 21-13, and guess what, Matt? They're in first place in the AFC West. 410-pound tight end. How fast? Yeah, I would not want that. That's like a Coke machine coming at you.
A guy that the Royals want to see.
It's not a guy anyone wants to see. Dallas Keuchel is like a transformer at Minute Maid Park, 15-0 in the regular season. So these three girls will try to represent the capital city well when the junior roller derby Olympics start on Tuesday. And of course, Snyder, famous for his 16 goals, and we'll look at one right here. Number 10, never give up. You can bet that Snyder will be using this goal as he goes through this process. Reporting live at the KU Medical Center in Kansas City, Zaldy Doyungan, KSNT Sports.
He's pretty quick, has some pretty good speed.
He's talking about senior Cole Larson, who in the past 2 years achieved something his school has never seen.
He's the only one to be back-to-back All-State as a pitcher, and the youngest All-State Panther ever in Concordia baseball history.
Cole has performed so well that you wouldn't bat an eye that something was wrong.
Way to lay off that.
Coincidentally, 8 years ago, Cole didn't bat an eye.
I don't see what's the big deal. I can still see.
But that time, something was actually wrong.
I was about to go deer hunting. I was sighting in my rifle, and my dad was like, "Why do you keep looking out of your left eye? I'm shooting right-handed." I was like, "Well, I'm left eye dominant."
At first, Cole's father thought he was just messing around. But then later on, he gave Cole another test.
I actually found out at your mom and dad's. We took him there, and they had a newspaper sitting out, and I asked him if he could read the small print, and he couldn't read that when he closed his left eye. So I knew we had a problem.
Thinking he needed glasses, Cole was brought to an eye doctor, where it was revealed that the issue was much bigger.
Found out that I had a detached retina, and they're not sure what happened, and basically blind out of my right eye.
A rare condition, as it affects less than 200,000 Americans per year, and mostly common to people over the age of 40.
As it set in a little bit and I noticed like the doctors and everything were freaking out, I was like, oh, this is a little scary.
To prevent it from getting worse, Cole immediately underwent surgery.
So, I mean, just a lot of fear. You hate to see your little boy go through something like that.
Fortunately for the family, the surgery was a success, but the damage was already done.
They did the best that they could do with it, and unfortunately it was something that happened over time. It's something that you can't reverse.
Let's say you block your left eye.
Right.
What can you see?
I can make out that there's kind of a person there, but I can't tell anything else from that.
Luckily for Cole, his eyes adjusted throughout the years, allowing him to see normally, and most importantly, continue to play sports, even if it comes with a warning.
One little thing hits me in the eye and done, can't see.
And so he took every precaution to make sure that doesn't happen, such as wearing glasses or goggles. A small price to pay to keep doing what he loves.
Why not let this define you?
I mean, I'm not gonna let it stop me from throwing a baseball.
Now, I wouldn't say that K-State's regular season finale is a must-win, but the Wildcats have a very weak bubble for the big dance, and a loss would definitely burst that bubble. Let's go to Bramlage Coliseum. It's senior day for K-State. 5 seniors graduating, including DJ Johnson and Wesley Wundu, who have been there for a while, but hoping to spoil these festivities were the Red Raiders. Keaton Evans hits a 3 here in the first to bring his team down 2. But then the seniors wanted to prove their worth. DJ Johnson is a man on a mission. He would not be stopped as he fights for the hoop and to harm K-State, clinging to a lead. And then later on, Wesley Wundu drives and finishes with the left hand, all while getting fouled. Wundu with 10 in his final regular season game. To the second we go, back to DJ, who just throws it up to beat the shot clock. You know what? It goes in. DJ finishes with 19. K-State would finish off the Red Raiders as they come out with a 61-48 victory. The Wildcats clinched the 6th seed, which means a first-round bye for the Big 12 tournament. It's senior night for Kansas. 3 Jayhawks playing their final game in Allen Fieldhouse. And those 3 would be Tyler Self, which is the coach's son, making his first start in a KU uniform. And then Landon Lucas and Frank Mason are the other 2. But the Sooners did not care that it was senior night. At least not Cameron McGusty. He drills a 3 to be up 7-zip early in this one. But this was a game of runs. And how about this to tie the game? Devontae Graham to Josh Jackson for the alley-oop. We're squared at 18. Then Frank Mason decides to try his hand from outside. That's a good decision there, Frank. He hits a 3 to give the Jayhawks the lead. And if that didn't satisfy you, well, here's another. Mason with 8 points in the first. Both teams would be tied at the breaks.
The K-State family woke up in shock this morning after hearing news that longtime head coach Bill Snyder had been diagnosed with throat cancer.
For more on that, we join KSNT sports reporter Zaldy Doyungan live from the KU Medical Center clinic where the coach is being treated. Zaldy, what can you tell us?
Well, news spread this morning that Bill Snyder has been diagnosed with throat cancer and that he's been receiving treatment at a Kansas City hospital for the past 3 weeks. Snyder, who's entering his 26th season as head coach of Kansas State, released all of that in a statement this morning. And according to the doctors here, the treatment is going well. In fact, I spoke to one of them and he said even with the age of Snyder, 85 to 90% of throat cancer victims do survive. But the main worry is not the cancer going away, it's about it coming back. So the doctors try to look ahead to gauge how well someone is receiving treatment before they clarify what to expect.
We measure prognosis in terms of 5-year survival rates, and that's how well the patient is doing and if they're surviving and thriving through their cancer at 5 years, and that's our main determinant. Most recurrences, if they're going to happen within the first couple years, so it's important to have a very close surveillance of these patients involved with your oncologist and your surgeon.
So all good news, as we've heard. Bill Snyder should be ready in time for spring practice when that comes in late March. And of course, Snyder, famous for his 16 goals, and we'll look at one right here. Number 10, never give up. You can bet that Snyder will be using this goal as he goes through this process. Reporting live at the KU Medical Center in Kansas City, Zaldy Doyungan, KSNT Sports.